What is going on, everyone? I am Lane from Maxed Out Leads, and in this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to consistently get more deck building jobs for free. This is not going to cost you a penny unless you pay someone to do it for you, but you can do this by yourself. Now, I share a lot of info about running like ads for deck builders. It costs money. You have to pay money to advertisers to advertise your business. This method is free, and I think it's like foundational for every business, specifically deck builders too. But if you want consistent jobs and also jobs that aren't like, I guess, leads coming in that are good leads, they're your potentially ideal customer, this strategy is for you. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So, out of all the ways to get leads for your business, this isn't even scratching the surface, but you have Google ads, you have Meta ads, you have just local advertising, like putting signs up outside of jobs you're doing, even a billboard or the branding on your truck, that kind of thing. And then there's, for something special, your Google Business Profile. This used to be called Google Business Manager, but now it's called Google Business Profile. They rebranded it. There's a reason I have it here on the tree. I think your GBP, your Google Business Profile, is the low-hanging fruit. It's like the easiest to reach leads, easiest to reach jobs that don't require a ton of effort or a ton of money or a ton of resources in general, whether it's your time or your money. They're just there for the taking. You have to take them. Okay, so what is this? How do you get leads and jobs from Google Business Profile? Okay, here's an example of it. Now, I'm actually just going to show you. I'm gonna make an example of this. I took this screenshot like a week ago and pasted it in here. Then we have Olympus decks, into Intercrust decks, and Archideck of Seattle East Side. Okay, I'm gonna just like a minute before this video, I searched up Deck Builder Seattle. We have the same three deck builders that showed up. Now, there's a ton. If we like open this up, look at all these companies are deck builders in Seattle. But these are the three that are showing up when you search for Deck Builder Seattle. They showed up today. They showed up a week ago. They're doing something right. Now, to give you a little bit more information, when you search up anything on Google, like any sort of service business, at the top of the page, you're going to get ads. See how it says sponsored? These are Google local service ads. You see these right here? These are just Google ads in general, but they're sponsored. Sponsored. People are paying like top dollar to be put in these locations, but there's a little phenomenon that not everyone knows is oftentimes people see sponsored and they just scroll. Like it's pretty common to hate ads. Like especially if you're watching like a YouTube video, you want to skip that ad as fast as you can. People often want to skip these ads unless the headline is like super catchy. They're going to skip it. And the very first thing that you get after the ads is called the map pack or the three pack. Three businesses show up and they have website. So often, I mean, I'm on a computer right here, but on your phone, there will be a call now button, that kind of thing. So these guys are getting leads for free. All you have to do is make sure your business profile is set up and managed a certain way to show up here. Now, it's kind of interesting. These guys all have about 70 to 80 reviews. The reviews make a huge difference or on the results of this. So let's type in a different city here. Let's type in, I don't know, Maryland. Deckbuilder Maryland. Okay, here's the sponsored ads. Sponsored. Here we go. Maryland Deck Builders, Maryland Deck Works, True Decks. Okay, this is a good example. Maryland Deck Builders has 88 reviews. Maryland Deck Works has 124. True Decks have 463. With this, it's not super important whether you are the first, second, or third spot. What's honestly is the most important is how many reviews you have. Reviews you have. They have 463 five-star reviews. Out of these three people, they are likely the ones that are going to get the call and they're going to get the job most likely. So showing up here is like the first step. Having the reviews is like you first need to show up, then you need to show that you're like the most trusted, which is going to be the reviews. That's what's going to get you the jobs. Okay, back to this. Okay, I kind of jumped the gun there, but it's because I'm so stoked about this Google Map Hack stuff. Anyway, How do you do it? The typical strategy for people that want to get leads from Google is they register their Google business profile, they fill out some basic info, upload some pictures, get some reviews, and then they just wait. If this is all you do, you will not show up. You're not going to show up for people that are searching for your business. You're basically just hidden there, stuffed away in like some bookshelf, and Google doesn't care about you. So you have to let Google know that you are an active business and that customers are going to have a good experience with you. So there's a bunch of strategies to do this. It can be overwhelming because there's so many things to do, but I'm going to show you some stuff here. Okay. So I mentioned this before. To consistently get jobs from your Google business profile, you need two things. Like I said, you need to rank on the top three and you need to increase the customer's trust. So you want to have a bunch of reviews, basically. That's like the main thing that's gonna build trust. Also having certain Q and A's, certain pictures, that's gonna do it too. This is the high level strategy. Okay, so step one is optimizing your business profile to rank higher. Like I said, ranking is the first step. So this is kind of the checklist I usually use, but there's a lot of information to fill out in your business profile. Fill it all out. You got to fill out every single thing. You got to make sure your business name is congruent between your website and your business profile, things like that. But some really important ones on here is your service area. Nowadays, it's working really good to put a pin instead of like multiple service areas. For your hours, honestly, the more hours you have available, the better. I would suggest doing 24/7 because if it's outside of your hours, if your hours say like 8 to 5:30, if someone searches deck builders on Google at like 7, you might not show up because you're out of hours. And if someone's hours are past 7, they'll show up. So I would just say do this 24/7. And if you're not gonna be able to take calls, you can have some missed call automation that just texts the person after they call you, so you can still get their, lead information. So that's important. The pin, the hours, keyword heavy description is important. So you can have a description of your business, and you want to have all the relevant keywords, which is like deck builder, deck installation, contractor, all of these things, and then location keywords as well for different locations that are around you. And that should all be very heavy in your description. The keywords should be heavy in your products. The keywords should be heavy in your services. Most people don't have products or services on their business profile. And then just having a bunch of photos, good photos of your job, of your team even. Another one is you want to have Q&As. People don't have Q&As. And then you want to have posts. People don't do posts. I'm telling you, if you do this stuff, you will rank because almost nobody does it. Most people just do the bare minimum, which I have to write here. They just do the basic stuff. And the very few that do this stuff, they're the ones showing up. And it's probably why those three businesses were consistently ranking. Okay, so this is one-time optimizations you have to do, but then there's a weekly process that you have to follow. So you got to be consistently uploading photos, ideally like multiple times a week and making posts multiple times a week. A post is like a photo with some text. The text is keyword heavy. And then also expanding and monitoring your Q&As. You can add them yourself with Q&As. Like that's kind of the main strategy is you build Q&As yourself. But if someone happens to ask a question, answer it. Also, I don't have on here. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Very heavy one I've missed for one-time optimizations is getting reviews from your past customers. So what we can do at Maxed Out Leads is we can register a business phone number for your business. We can take your past customer list and send text messages to all of them over the course of like a week or two, depending on how many customers you have, just asking them for a review. There's kind of a certain phrasing we have that gets really good responses, and you can bump your reviews a ton. If you have like 1,000 past customers, you can get a ton of reviews within a course of like a few weeks. And that's really going to bump up your ranking and your trust. So, aside from that, you want to be responding to the reviews you're getting on a daily weekly basis. We also have automations with that phone number to request reviews for all the finished jobs you do. But yeah, we can automatically request a review and automatically respond with for AI written keyword heavy responses, which is all of this together is what it takes to rank your profile. But yeah, what else do I got here? Request reviews from past customers. I already went through this. Register your SMS number. You build the automation, which is kind of complicated. Upload your customer list. Slowly send out review requests. You'll get this big surge of reviews for your business. automate review requests, and make weekly updates to your Google business profile. I kind of jumped the gun with that one slide, but basically the one-time optimizations are going to boost your rank a bunch. The ongoing optimizations or updates is going to show Google that you're an active business. They like to promote active businesses on the map pack, so that's what you're going to want to do. Okay. Oh yeah, step 3 is just get more jobs. Just do this. Have us do it for you and just get more jobs coming in. The phone will be ringing. You can track how many calls you're getting. You can see what's working. You can track where you're ranking. Like I said, I think this is like foundational for deck builders or for any local type business. Ranking on Google Maps, it's the low-hanging fruit. You get quality jobs. You could be getting like 30 to 100 leads a month, depending on like, if you're in a busy area, yeah, you could be getting a bunch of leads. But whether you're in a busy area or a really small market, if you do this, you're going to be getting more leads than your competitors because small markets have less competition. So if you just get more leads than your competitors, you're going to be closing those leads and you're going to basically just, I don't know, get rich, do a bunch of deck builds, get paid. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions about the specifics of all of this stuff, you can comment. You can send me a DM on Instagram. You can even call me if you want. But yeah, that's it. Again, I'm Lane from Maxed Out Leads. I wish you luck in ranking your Google business profile. I hope that you show up when people search for your business on Google. That's it. Have a good one.